to BFS Entertainment presents Jason Benicki Gaming. I will be doing some iRacing live here in just a little bit. Gonna go practice in the Cup car first at Daytona for a quick carburetor cup, and then at 8:15 we should be all set to run Indy cars at Vegas. That is quite a show if you haven't got to see that yet. The Indy cars at Vegas, you pretty much run full throttle. Even as the tires wear out, you only let up a little bit, but the slipstream pulls everybody so close. If you can stay out of the accidents, so really exciting racing at the end. Really fun event, so I definitely wanted to get that streamed out for all of you. Thank you again for checking out Big Fat Stooge Entertainment. I will be going live here in just a little bit. In the meantime, listen to the Lo-Fi playlist on Spotify, and I apologize ahead for any ads. I am not paying for Spotify yet. If it's your first time checking me out, thanks for the follow. If you haven't followed us yet, go ahead and give us a follow. And in the meantime, say hi up in the chat. Oh, there's my guy. Let's go, Cuzzy1. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Will we get to see the big one at Daytona? Yes, we will. There's no doubt about this in this carburetor cup where you have no safety rating and no I rating at stake. Always people make some dumb moves. And then odds of me making it 5 laps without record, yeah, that's pretty good odds. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go run just a couple of practice laps before we get to qualifying, and then I will go live on the stream when it's ready to race. But appreciate you checking it out. Again, if it's your first time checking me out, go ahead and hit follow. That way you can stay up to date with all my iRacing adventures and any of the other games I play. And then just throw up your name in the chat. Be happy to answer any questions you got. Love talking sports. So if you're a big sports guy, I'm your channel to check out. Always have freezing cold takes for you, but they're never lacking in entertainment. So thanks again for checking me out. And we will be racing here very shortly. All right, so that already doesn't bode well for my streaming situation because unfortunately it's already dropping frames like crazy in the just the audio kick up of that game. So, and like I said, got the new memory is in. New processor comes tomorrow. Hopefully those upgrades will fix some of the twitching of the stream here and make it a little less choppy. I did try to drop the overall graphics on both my webcam, I think, but it's my upload speed that's as it is the problem. Holy cow, that is abysmal right now. So that's the biggest problem. I mean, I still wanted a better memory and better processor anyways, but holy cow. I'll log into my Xfinity account real quick and see what I'm paying for, because geez, the upload speeds I'm getting are unacceptable. I don't know. I definitely will be calling Comcast tomorrow to figure out why my upload speeds are so abysmally slow. It's just unacceptable that I pay what I pay for on the internet and I have download speeds that are just basically laughing at me, or upload speeds that are laughing at me. It's like unacceptable. So hopefully won't be a big deal, but we are going to get out here and qualify. So we're going to flip over to the game screen now and let you watch me qualify. That was a little better there. Still really slow for what I'm paying for. So hopefully I'll get that fixed tomorrow, and hopefully we won't have as many dropped frames now that we're live, but we shall see. And again, the big thing here with qualifying is just to get as far from the back of the pack as you can, because this is just not a race you can win from behind the field. You can't come... If there wasn't going to be a big nasty wreck somewhere in the first 2 laps, then maybe you could come from the back to the front. I've just ran entirely too many of these with people who don't know how to drive, that I know for a fact that there will be wrecks that will separate the field into at least 2, possibly 3 distinct packs. And when that happens, if you're in the second pack, there's just not good enough drivers to get you back up front. So the big thing has to be qualifying at least in the first dozen positions, hopefully the top 10 to give me a chance to be up there. And of course, this is classic Daytona, so as before the repave, very bumpy, very all over the place. Will probably lead to some shaking of my light and monitor. We'll have to watch that on a playback and see how that turns out. That was a terrible lap. We'll see where that puts us. But probably way back in the back. Again, if you're checking me out, go ahead and give the page a follow. Ask any questions you got in the chat. Be more than happy to answer them. Always love talking sports, so even if it's not iRacing related, throw up any questions you got. I'll be happy to answer when I get a chance. That still wasn't a perfect turn, but a little better. I don't know if it's going to make me up to 2/10. I need to get to the top 8-ish. .48655.
There's the flag. It's over.
Puts us at 12th out of 13 who qualified. So that's not a good sign if there's still more cars to qualify. Any names we would know in this race? Nope. So that's an unfortunate reality. But thanks again for tuning in. We'll probably have about a minute before we hit the grid and go live. And as you can see, I'm racing the Clyde Torkel Chicken Pit Chevrolet. If you don't know what that's from Stroke Race. And then I can't help you if you don't know what that's from. I just really can't do a lot for you if you've never seen that movie. If you haven't, do me a favor. As soon as I'm done streaming today, feel free to go on Amazon, rent it, buy it. I think it's only like $6 or $7 and check it out because it is one of the all-time great classic racing comedies. So yeah, we still have a minute 45. Or no, we're already on the grid. Even better. Only a minute 45 till the race starts. Let's see. I am 12th, so I qualify 12th. Outside, not my favorite thing in the world. Out of how many cars? 22. So dead middle of the pack. Not exactly where you would normally want to be at Daytona. But like I said, unfortunately, in this race, it's really about the best spot you can be because if you get too far back after the wreck, there's just no chance that second pack is catching up to the first pack. But thanks again for checking it out. This is Big Fat Stooge Entertainment, BFS Entertainment for short. If you got any questions about sports, throw them up. If you got any questions about iRacing, I'd be more than happy to help them out. Get out here, get the race going. And like I said,
one to go. Next time by.
There's only 15 laps.
Pit road is closed
so
right now. Catch
we'll be done
7.
in time for the 8:15 IndyCar race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That will be really fun. Those have been fun today, this week so far. Had some good finishes. Definitely some exciting racing. Definitely pushed a little hard in the one race and cost myself a couple of safety rating points, but that's no biggie. Was able to make a late pit stop, get up and get to the front and be in a couple tenths of a second of a win. But we'll see how today goes. But hopefully this one will be a fun one from an entertainment standpoint because it's always a crazy show.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Yep, see an old Coors car to the left of me.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green flag. Green flag. Car inside. Clear inside.
All right, so we got the inside line already open and already got people bouncing off the walls, so this is going to be fun.
outside. Clear high.
And there it goes.
Go high. Outside.
First fucking
Clear
lap.
up top. Car outside. Clear outside. Stay low. Clear outside if you want it.
We survived that to enough extent that we'll get to stay in the draft with the lead pack. Like I said, that's why you want to be up front. Even if you get taken out, you get taken out. That's all you can do. But right now I'm in the draft with the lead pack as we thinned out. So hopefully that'll give us a little chance. Oh, fantastic. Now the guy in front of me is blinking like crazy. That's always the fun part. If the guy starts blinking and you have to guess where he's going to be, it becomes a long race. Hopefully we didn't have too much damage to the splitter or anything else when we went in the grass there. But again, you can see 2.4 and then 13 seconds back. So there's a clear split. The groups, and again, you got just some guy up there bouncing all over the place, going 3 wide on lap 2. Yep, knew that was going to happen. You just can't do those things. There's a whole 15 laps, and these guys act like they're got a race for the win on lap 2. Like, it's a restrictor plate. Stay in the pack. You'll have a chance.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear outside if you want it.
So hopefully I can settle in here, ride the bottom for a few laps, and get us closer to the end before it gets crazy. But some of these guys seem to have no interest in doing that. They think they're going to win this race on lap 4. And we lost another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust.
Slow car down low, go high. You're
Promise
in
not to
fifth.
do a lot of singing for you guys because I know I'm terrible at it. But I just feel like singing that because that's really the key to this. If you can just make it to the end at this point. Stay in contact with the front couple cars, you got a chance to win. Of course, now we have the fun of lap cars coming out of the pits, lap cars, slow cars being around
Great job.
us.
10 to go.
It is just going to cause a shit show. It does every time.
31, do you have a mic?
I apologize in advance for being a little less chit-chatty at the moment just because I'm trying to stay focused on the race at hand. Gets to be a little tough to hold this car down and where I want it to be at on this old Daytona track. Like I said, with lapped cars and slow cars becoming more of an issue, this will be more of an opportunity for wrecks because those folks just do not comprehend get out of the way when they're completely out of the race.
Car outside.
There was a solid one. The guy who just got out of our
Clear
way.
outside if you want it.
Another one. Like I said, you just keep picking up spots by staying on the track, to be honest. Now we're halfway through. With a solid chance to win here. We can survive the last 7 laps without getting wrecked, without being wrecked, without wrecking anybody, because Daytona is tricky, so.
You're in 4th position.
Some point here pretty soon, I'm going to have to pick off this number 6 car, though. So I would like to be at least 1 car closer to the front, although, again, last lap, last 2 laps, all heck is going to break loose amongst the top 5 of us here.
Five to go.
Hey, number 7, do you want a little push on the back straight? Sorry, man, I had a bad accident. Couldn't get up there in time.
All right, it's showtime now. 2 to go. This is kind of it. Go or go home time.
Inside. Car outside. Clear
And
outside
we
if you
went
want
home.
it.
Over and over and over and over. Oh, I thought we were going to get something there, but what are you going to do?
2 left to go. 2 to
You
go.
win some, you lose some. You don't win any by playing it safe, that's for sure. So you're definitely going to lose a lap on that.
White flag. One more lap to go.
But we still probably get a top 10 finish out of this just because we survived.
All clear. Punch it.
So again, came up a little short, but we gave it our best. I mean, what was our option? Run around and hope we stayed behind him in fourth. We were going to finish in fourth. But like I said, we'll have plenty of time to get over to the Indy cars for Vegas real quick, which we'll do. And we'll still have a top 10 finish out of this. Like I said, if you ain't trying to win, you're just hanging on for positions, and that's dumb. Like this says no I rating, no safety rating, no nothing at stake.
Checkered flag. Checkered flag.
So you're literally doing one of two things. You're just either running laps,
Good job. Very good
or you're
job.
trying to win a race. And I'm trying to win a race. I don't come here just to finish second, finish fourth, take some pride in that. Nah. This is a win or go home option. So race one of this little mini marathon is done. Like I said, we're going to head on out. We should have a chance here to get us over to an IndyCar race at Vegas real quick. Have some fun with that. We'll hit continue real quick. See the final results. See who edged out who there. So first place stayed in first place, because once I took out third and fourth, it's gonna be pretty hard to pass anybody. But what are you gonna do? You know, again, ain't running to run laps. Ain't running to finish fourth. There ain't no fun in that. Well, I'm sure Daniel here was pretty happy. He had been running a solid fifth and was pretty detached from us, and got a nice little third place finish. I'll still tell you they ended up with 5 incident points. It could have been worse. But now we're going to head over to Vegas with the Indy cars. I'm going to have some fun with that. So, like I said, these are pretty fun here. I'm going to hit you with the be right back scene just because there's about 5 minutes before practice starts. And then we'll have qualifying. So, take a minute and go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, refill, get another beer, and come on back and say hey when you're back.
Let's be real. It's the perfect time to go back in time with the stories of hip-hop's craziest parties, nastiest beefs, flyest fashions, and best verses.
Like, that's an all-time underrated, unbelievable beat.
And maybe I'm a sick man, but that is the part of the game that I love. It's like chef's kiss.
Coming at you from Mogul, the Mogul Mixtapes. Catch new episodes every Wednesday. Tap now to listen for free on Spotify.
This is hip-hop to me.
Made with whole grain oats, Nature Valley Crunchy granola bars are just as tasty on the terrace as they are on the trail, as delicious on the deck as they are on the dock. So enjoy a Nature Valley Crunchy bar wherever you are.
It took plenty of work to get where you are, but it's still important to be prepared for what's next. At Fidelity, we can help you build a clear plan for retirement without the unnecessary fees you might expect from so many financial firms. We'll make sure you can cover the essentials as well as all the things you want to do. Because when you have a retirement partner who gives you clarity at every step, there's nothing to stop you from moving forward. Visit fidelity.com/forward to learn more. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah, Peyton.
See that couple? Classic Peytonville love story. She's a safe driver. He hardly drives at all. Both control their auto insurance rates with Nationwide.
How'd they meet?
Fate. Fate,
Right.
Brad.
What's that?
Ooh, don't touch that. Wet. Read the do not touch sign.
Sorry.
Click the ad on your screen to learn more.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Smart Ride and Smart Miles programs require enrollment. Availability and details vary. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, practice is wrapping up, and we're about to go live with some qualifying. Like I said, I usually like to wait a minute and a half in just to have an idea of some of the times. Here at Vegas, like I said, it's kind of pedal down for the 2 laps of qualifying, so there won't be, more so it's who can keep it down, who makes the right little tweaks to their cars with the in-car adjustments you can make on these Indy cars, because again, still a fixed setup, which is my preferred racing on this. I don't think it should be who has the most time to spend developing setups. It should be who is able to come out here and run laps in the quickest fashion, which is why I only have 1 win, because I'm still learning how to do that. But we are going to be pulling up here in just a second. And again, thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, hit the follow button so you can keep up to date with all of my fun iRacing adventures, and check us out. Try to stream at least a couple times a week. Also, we'll be getting back into, I have a Madden career and an NBA 2K career, although I may let the Madden career go dormant because we're not too far from the new launch of Madden 21. And I do have EA Origin, so I will get early access to that. Not buying it, though, because it's just a mild update, so I will just use that for about the 10 hours of free time I get to play the high school and college careers, get myself to the NFL. Hopefully that'll only take about 10 hours of time, and then we will go from there. But let's flip back live now and turn it over. And then, like I said, we're going to hit the qualifying panel now. See what some of the times have looked like. 25.2, so those are some pretty fast laps here. I don't need to do that anymore. That's right. I had pre-programmed the weight jacker into my wheel now. So we're going to add some weight jacker, turn that up to about 3. And let's go. Don't want to wait too long because they don't give me a whole lot of extra fuel. 24.9. Good God. Some 25 zeros. I'm going to be starting mid-pack here today. I really sense that. I'll be starting mid and middle back. Switched up to a different Connor Daly U.S. Air Force paint scheme for today. Thought the orange one was bringing me some bad luck, so we updated that. Tried to give it a little different look.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
That was an even worse entry to that corner. Maybe not. I got into 6th gear quicker. $25,154.
Chicken
so like
flag,
I said,
chicken
somewhere
flag.
in the middle of the pack because I just knew I wasn't getting down to the 25. So 13th out of 14 who qualified, and then the car after me is way off pace. So hopefully their second lap brings them back, although sometimes you get pretty loose here, and that's pretty tough. Not exactly what I was looking for, but about 4 miles a gallon, so we will have to do a minimum of 1 stop for fuel. And I don't mind going back early, staying out of havoc, and giving me a chance to get where I need to go. And like I said, I'm going to have to give Comcast a call tomorrow to figure out what's going on with my upload speeds, because this is absolute garbage. What I'm paying for internet, the speed I'm supposed to have, the setup I have, where I get my 200 download no problems. I shouldn't be struggling with 5 to 10 megs upload. That's just absolutely unacceptable. And that's part of why we're dropping so many frames, I'm sure. So we will work on giving them a call tomorrow. And then hopefully, like I said, new processor will be here tomorrow to go with new memory. So we'll upgrade the rig a little bit. Make sure that's not throttling us any as well. That way we'll be all set to go, and it won't be such a choppy viewing experience. I did also throttle the graphics down, set the max at 84 frames per second. That way it's a little closer to the 60 that it'll upload on Twitch. So that way we don't have as much going on there. Unfortunately, every time I switch screens, I lose my full screen gaming. So that's why you get to see the little bottom bit of the Windows bar there. Because, of course, I have a need to activate Windows setup. We're going to run another speed test here while we still got a little bit left till we go green. Yeah, see, even my download speeds are fairly low right now. They're 160-ish, 150-ish out of the 200 I'm paying for. And
Mic
again,
check.
have a whole
Yeah,
home
you?
Wi-Fi set up, so I'm in pretty good shape as far as that goes. Yeah, right now I'm at about 4 megs per second upload. That's just completely unacceptable. And of course, I'm sure they're going to tell me I need their friggin' equipment because I don't have their equipment. But again, hopefully it'll kick back up a little bit higher.
Sava, let's try and attempt to have a clean race tonight.
Let's get on the grid.
75 lap
go.
race.
Next time by, you'll be loading up on the inside. Pit road,
Five
you're
guys
closed
to
right now.
qualify. Gonna start 15th. I always like starting on the inside because then if I need to, I can just move down.
Thank you, race director.
Start and let everybody just overtake me.
I just being a smart ass. Cool.
See, I'd like to keep
Normally the first wreck is into turn 3 when somebody decides to block the big draft run slingshot somebody gets and puts them on the shoulder, on the apron, and spins everybody out.
Of course,
There's 2 ways to drive this race. Both feet on the floor.
I'd rather keep the music up for you, but all of these idiots talking always
Everybody take off in second gear.
overtake the communication. So I try to leave it. I have to turn it down because they just want to chat. And you know, they're entertaining sometimes, but again, I'm hoping you're tuning in for me. You know, I am the big fat stooge of Big Fat Stooge Entertainment after all. Not these big fat stooges on the mics here that we don't even know.
If you know how to hold their line, you can run these corners 3 wide. It gets a little tight, but you can do it.
I've done it quite a few laps.
If we go 3 wide, we're all dying. No, like I said, what normally gets people dead is when somebody blocks the run down the backstretch into turn 3 and doesn't pay attention to the guy on the inside or decides his spotter stupid.
All right, 1 lap to green. Definitely won't be very talkative early on in this because I have to be watching out for the wrecks.
I want to be. I want to be the last car on the lead lap.
Catch that 19 car.
I just want to survive. That's the main thing right here. I don't care about winning. I don't care about if I'm on the lead lap. I just want to survive.
I don't understand that, man.
Drive with that mentality, dude, and you'll finish, man.
I've finished less than I've started.
Everybody finishes less races than they start. You get caught up, you make a mistake.
Say for most of us is to survive the whole entire race and not die.
Get ready,
Yeah,
going
at
green.
least get your race participation.
Oh yeah.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
So everybody but the guys that laid way back, I'll just let go there. Got not a whole lot for me to gain by pushing hard right now. It will be an early wreck. Sometimes you get about 5 or 10 laps before you get one here. So I don't want to let them get too far away from me. But I just want to give myself enough time to react to whatever calamity is coming. The other nice part about this, you lay back some, you get to save your tires for later in the run.
Sorry about the 11, we need to come up onto you real quick.
Clear.
Now we're about to have a wreck up front, it looks like. Jesus, you guys are aggressive for lap 2.
I was thinking the same thing. Such a long race.
Front.
For real, like, we got 73, 72 laps left, and we're already racing hard. At least race hard halfway through.
Six, you need to quit going up and down so much. Can't get around you.
Wrecking 4. You stupid fuck.
Caution, yellow flag. They want you.
Whoever that was, no room for you to go there, bud.
Closed right now, past the 18 car. Left the 15 car by. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Well, that was fun.
I don't know who.
Yeah, whoever that bonehead is that was weaving back and forth.
Knew that was coming. Unfortunately, that guy almost got us in there by locking up. Like, he just coasted through.
Some guy like
Pit road is now open.
Alright, who's all going into the pits? That's on the lead lap.
Everybody.
Half the field's wrecked. That's not dead. What was the actual wreck? Because the leaders were in 3 and you caught out wrecking 4. Yeah, that was something, I'll say that.
Well, that wasn't too bad. We didn't lose but 3.
I think we lost a little bit more than 3.
Okay, go.
Yeah, maybe they're just showing 1-4 down and 2-1 down, so and probably some more out.
Line up, single file. Catch the 18 car.
All right, so now we're going to really settle into the back of the lead lap cars. Like I said, no brush for me to be on at the front still. I think there's still one more doozy of a wreck coming. Going to take out a decent chunk. And there's somebody just sitting there down on the inside. So he's done, obviously.
Whoever's behind me, I think Frank maybe, or someone, is blinking a lot.
Whoa. I think I lost 4th gear. Nope, I didn't. I was stalling for a little bit.
Let the 16 car by.
I think I'm like 6th place or something. I'm coming back around now. Coming high.
Well, as of now, they're showing 14 on the lead lap.
Someone's about to die.
So we're settled in here for a few caution laps. These are always fun here. Does give me some time to stretch my knee, though, because your knee does get a little cramped up here. Not having a great cockpit, it definitely kind of affects that. So my steering wheel pedal setup isn't exactly what I'm looking for in terms of spacing at the moment. But again, just really getting started this, so not going to throw a ton of money at it. Again, if this is your first time, check us out, though. Do a lot of iRacing, work retail schedule, so there's no like set time I can do this. kind of has to work around my work schedule. And then, like I said, I definitely have some new parts and pieces coming.
Oh, I just hit the brakes a little bit too much.
And then somebody had to pit there. Don't know why. Trying to stay at the very back. I apologize again for the choppy nature of the stream. Don't know why the encoding is overloading, other than my guess is, again, my porous upload speeds, and I will be contacting Comcast about that tomorrow. So hopefully that fixes itself here pretty soon and gets back. Because, again, I've downscaled my video quality and frames per second on the game and the web camera. So hopefully that'll fix some of that. If anybody watching has some ideas, throw them up in the chat. Always willing to listen to some good ways to fix some of this stuff. Make it better. Make it easier to deal with.
Anybody know what a normal green flag fuel run is?
Never got to run that much to find out.
It's about 64 laps. But that's to completely empty.
That is foolish talk right there. That's with cautions, by the way.
I have 190 laps of fuel left now. So I've been conserving it.
Yeah, but once you take off, it'll drop quickly.
Always love these guys who don't understand that. When you're coasting, your fuel numbers are exponentially.
Yeah, you can't base it off of just pace speed. So, legit, at 64 laps, I just did it like an hour ago. Alright.
15.
Catch up,
Go
18.
high, I'm going to stay low and let you two guys around me.
AJ, I'm staying back too, so I'll just stay behind you a little bit further.
Figure we can ride around back here, and by the time it's over, we're going to get a good finish.
Only as long as you can stay on the lead lap till about 30, 35 when the field thins out, then the slipstream pulls you right back anyways.
Oh, yeah. I don't really like to charge hard until it gets about the 20th lap.
We're going to be there with one more caution.
About to go green. Stay focused. Catch up, 18. Car. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag.
So again, we'll settle in here. I bet you 5.
The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catch up, 15. Car.
I think that was netcode on whoever was in front of me there.
Didn't even make it a half a lap. So like I said,
We all know netcode happens, though. Like, why even push it that close?
That's the thing. He wasn't even pushing that close. He just veered right out of nowhere.
Pit road's open.
Sing.
So what happens, man, when you run a Wii controller?
I didn't know that was an option. That would be an upgrade from my mouse and keyboard.
Oh, Tom, I don't think you were touched by anyone. You may have just gotten loose or something weird.
That's not what my Boy Scout leader said.
So again, I'll just dive to pit road to make sure I stay at the back of the lead pack. To be honest, it's not really much about getting tires, but it doesn't cost.
We're now down to 13 on the lead lap, gentlemen. I finished the race the other day, and there was one car on the lead lap, and that was me.
I did that
Go,
once
go, go!
in a dirt oval.
Did one about a month or so ago where it was just two people left in the race, period.
I've had that happen.
Line up, single file. Catch the 7 car.
I had a race that started with 2 people, ended with 1. That was a boring 40 minutes.
Slightly better than a time trial.
So here starts the parade of caution laps. It's always a fun process. So what I like to do here is, even instead of just stop, now that
Well, if everybody would pit this lap, you wouldn't have to pit no more for fuel. You'd make it rest away.
That's what I did. 226 it says. And counting.
So again, diving in. I'm not even stopping. I'm just passing through. So I go to the back of the lead lap cars, because there's no reason for me to take gas, no reason for me to take tires. Literally just lets me be the last car on the lead lap and control my restart.
So when
They want you in single file. Catch the
when can
20
you
car.
race NASCAR Cup cars or C class? So I've been wanting to race those. Sessions haven't been coming out.
NIS is in an off week.
What?
NIS is in an off week.
No, not NIS. The Cup cars.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, the C-Class Cup cars is NIS, NASCAR iRacing Series. They're in an off week.
Oh, alright, sorry.
Or your other option is the Carburetor Cup, which is at Old Daytona this week, which is just a miserable experience.
Taking 21s.
Catch the 21
You
car.
are going off 21.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, can you get up here so we don't get all DQ'd?
Let the 21 car by. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Catch the 20 car.
Well, shit. Am I legally allowed to go through or no?
Nope, he'll have to exit.
The exit, please.
Catch the 1 car.
I'm in the pit.
Who is stopping on?
Catch the 15 car.
We were stopping because
Catch the
21
7
was
car. Catch the 20
was
car.
still on the track, and I had to pass him.
This is EOP low and stuck in 6th gear. Any ideas?
Ah, weird. So I'm sorry about that 20 and number 6.
You're fine. I'm just hanging out at the back through at least one more caution. Puppy dog pals in my headset.
21, I think what you do in that situation is downshift.
Wouldn't let me.
Oof.
You got a shifter?
No, these are sequential. You can't use an H shifter.
Paddles.
That's right.
iRacing only lets you use your H shifter if you're using a car that uses it.
Boom.
I mean, technically you can use it, you just only use 2 gears. And that would be sequential.
Now we're getting to the point here where I can't let it go too far away from me.
Back, go high. I'm staying low.
Get ready, going green. Catch start 20, car.
Jensen back, go high.
Pace car is
high.
Copy.
Green flag, green flag.
Thank you, guys.
I'm about to do something suicidal. Never mind.
Are there lucky dogs in this?
Only way you get a wave around if you're between the pace car and the leader, then you're laps down, then you get a wave around for one lap.
There's gonna be another accident up here.
Inside. Clear inside.
Well, I'm gonna stay back a little bit then.
Watch that 10 car.
See, when you hear that chatter from the front pack, that confirms why I stay back till, I say there's usually 3 big wrecks, maybe a 4th sometimes. You can never know for sure when the 3rd or 4th one will come, because as the race pack gets a little thinner,
Single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catch start 21.
I called that one.
Catch start
Well, he's
18.
gonna be watching the rest of the race on the catch fence.
Catch start 21. Car.
If he desires to.
Hold on, wait. I'm intrigued as to how you were calling that it was going to be me having an issue.
You're just all over the place.
The pit road is now open.
You ain't wrong.
I mean, I think he actually is. I stuck to my line pretty.
Get a lap back.
Wait, didn't he die? Isn't he the one that's in the stratosphere right now?
He's right behind me. All the leaders
Catch
hit.
start 18. Car.
Why?
Catch start 21. Car.
so with 11 cars left,
I'm going in.
I feel like we're going to have one more
We
car.
more than likely will. Without a doubt.
3 more.
Yeah, whoever wins this is just gonna be the lucky dog, basically.
Whew, almost missed my pit
Oh,
box.
yeah.
That's all right.
Green, white, checkered. If so, how many?
We're done. Get going.
Nope. No green, white checkers. It can finish under a caution.
No gimmicks.
With 4 laps to go, that's where it's going to end, just like it was running when the caution come out.
Damn. Alright.
That was definitely one of the things you had to learn about Indy first time you run it. That there's no green-white checker. But thanks again if you're tuning in. Hit the follow up there. If you're watching later on Facebook or YouTube, follow. Also hit the follow, subscribe buttons there. Thanks for checking out Big Fat Stooge Entertainment.
I got DQ'd.
Hopefully, here in a little bit, the action will pick up. Like I said, I've got.
Oh yeah, if you want to get cute and on these series that the race will end under caution, do not pass somebody right before the start finish line either, because you'll get sent to the end of whatever lap you're on.
Rip.
So we're gonna settle in here. Hold back just one more restart.
It's going to end under caution. Like if a caution comes out and with like 3 to go, and you're just going to do 3 caution laps or 2.5, whatever. Absolutely do not pass anybody before you cross the start finish line. The first time I was in that happened, I was in racing the '87 Cup cars and had never been in one that was going to officially end under caution, and I was second place, and so I was just toying around with the leader. Well, I crossed the start finish line like a foot ahead of him, and then got DQ'd and sent back to like 19th.
Oof.
Rip.
That was a bummer, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was ironic was it actually told me I won, and then it's like, nope.
So it basically pulled a Carl Edwards on you. I know that didn't make sense.
When that guy quit, he just quit, didn't he?
I think he got fed up of NASCAR, because I mean they were just taking away his wins, really, like blatantly. So he got fed up and basically just quit. That's my understanding of it.
Oop. Stay on the pit road when you're in pit.
NASCAR ain't even interesting no more. It hadn't been for the last 4 or 5 years the way they change rules.
Yeah. Gen 7 will be, and I will say this proudly, the Gen 7 cars will either kill off NASCAR for good, or it will resurrect it.
Line up, single file. Catch up, 21 car.
Without a doubt.
Difference in them.
What?
What would be the difference in the new cars?
Well, they're going to single lug nuts, 6 gears, and sequential. But they will be using the
15 car.
still will be using the stick though, in order to shift. They're not going paddles. Which I think is completely and utterly bullcrap.
1 to go, next time by. Catch up, 21 car.
I think we need a little more actual metal, and a little less foam and plastic.
Hell yeah.
I think they're actually going to the carbon fiber body, saying that the Xfinity series.
Yeah, I knew they was going to do that. Myself, when I raced, I liked those knockoffs.
Yeah, if I'm correct, they did say in an interview or something that the Gen 7 cars would be bringing back the old school look, which from the teasers it kind of does, but not really. And well, as you know from what I just stated, they're definitely not going old school or keeping the same roots with the 8 shift and the 5 lug nuts.
And they need to raise the cars a little off the ground so that aero is not such a damning effect on everybody behind the leader.
That's right. They need to put 2.5 inches ground clearance or 3 between them.
Yeah. That,
Now,
yeah.
that would
Lots of
be
races in the 90s.
a great
I mean, they
difference.
lose it all by themselves. They don't ever spin out by themselves anymore unless they blow a tire.
Green flag, green flag.
It's too easy. They even say it.
And also the bump drafting as well.
Yeah, you just can't bump draft with a car made of foam. I mean, you can, but only once.
No, I'm saying is like they need to like the bump drafting. It's good racing. It's just NASCAR was for like every man for himself, if I'm correct.
Oh crap!
But now it's
Took it a little too easy there. We already putting ourselves back in the crossfire. All right, we gotta focus in.
Yeah, plate tracks. Yeah.
Stop soft pedal.
Beat and bang at places like Bristol, and you just can't do that in these little sensitive cars now.
I mean, they're trying to bring it back. For like a couple years, like a decade or two, their memo was like not beating and banging anymore. It was more like clean racing.
But that's what makes stock cars stock cars. Watch clean.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Closed, pit road is
See?
closed.
Got Indian Open World Series if you want super clean race, and stock cars was always made to beat and bang.
15 car.
That didn't hurt too much there.
The road courses have become the new favorite because that's the only time you get to see them beat and bang.
That or Darlington. We're not even going to talk about the 2021. Well, the first lap.
I just don't know what's so hard. They all know. Like, raise the cars up off the ground and take a lot of the air away. Boom, problem solved.
Pit road is now open.
Love when it's always easy to solve a problem. Always.
Yeah, iRacing's taught me a lot because, all the discussion the last couple of years has been like, well, Bristol, well, we did the progressive banking, well, we're grounded back down, well, why is the racing not good? It's not the track. You can do whatever the frick you want to with the track, the PJ1, the whatever. It's the cars.
Plain and simple.
You can make it rough as hell. It's just, yeah. I get what you mean.
They wouldn't even use that PJ1. Believe everybody has the same track.
Yeah, now it's all fucking cookie cutters. Those are really getting old now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, especially when they release the 87s on iRacing, like, you got to wheel the hell out of them. They've got the higher ride height, like you said, and, you can beat and bang, and it's not going to screw you up. But you go drive the Cup car, today's Cup car, and it, like, one little thing, and there's your race because you're a half second off from one tiny little contact. So nobody's going to beat and bang for 500 laps if one little thing's going to screw your day up.
Yep,
Ooh,
100%.
Blue Passer Box. Not good there.
Well, the older Indy cars, you used to race them before this new one come out, and they wasn't so tender then. You used to bump the wall 2 or 3 times and still keep going. You hit the wall now one time and you're out.
Line up,
You hit it very
single
hard.
file. Catch the 7 car.
Yep.
Hell, even just hitting at like 0.1 second with like just like grazing it, you're done for the race basically.
I hit it in one race and I got on my 3rd zero. I was out of the race. Had too much damage.
That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, you can beat and bang with
Catch the 7 car.
the modern NASCAR Cup cars, but it's like you can't really do it as much as you can with like the 87 cars.
Hey, I'm going to jump in real quick. Hey, Tom, number 3, you copy, bud?
All right, so kind of getting to a point now where I think like we might string out a little bit. So,
Well, I guess that doesn't help.
so we're gonna try and not fall so far behind. I still think there's one more caution. There's just 10 of us out here on a lead lap, a couple lap down cars. So I think there's still probably one more. But as we saw there's too much people backpedaling now. When that starts happening, unfortunately, what we risk happening is what almost happened to where I could have been lapped in 10 or 20 laps.
Just going at it.
Catch stop 7, car.
The tree cars said he had no mic, but go ahead.
Now it's 10-car field. Great.
Catch stop 7, car.
We got our shit together now.
I hope we got our stuff together.
I do.
I do as well.
Catch stop 7, car.
Why are we so down up back here? Hey, Fifth, can you... Thank you.
Catch stop 7, car.
Not sure what this 21 car is doing, but get ready to go green again. Like I said, at this point, I think I'm going to have to get in there and mix it up if I want to have any chance to stay in competitive. Accomplished goal 1, stayed out of the wrecks. So we've done that. Now is the time where we just kind of have to go. Like, there's no other option at this point. If you just keep going, not going, just, you're just never going to have a chance to finish. I still got newer tires than pretty much everybody but 2 cars ahead of me. And the 2 cars behind me, I'll have the same tires basically as the 5 of us back here in the back half of the. So it'll be 5 with fresh tires, 5 without. But at this point, I can't keep backpedaling forever. You know, this isn't quite the same as the Carburetor Cup. There is I rating at stake. There is safety rating. The higher your I rating goes, the higher, better quality drivers you're around, the better the field is. More fun the racing tends to be. Although sometimes some of those guys get to be a-holes as well. But the safety rating is what keeps your license high. I mean, I've already got my A license, so there's not anywhere to go above that other than if I wanted to do the pro circuit. I don't have any desire to do that yet. I'm not that good yet. But as long as I can keep my A license, I can race any car I want at any time. So, on paved oval. Let me clarify that. My dirt license is still rookie. My road course, paved and dirt, are both still rookie. So, not a whole lot to be gained there.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag. You're in the top 10.
I knew he was going to do that. That's why I pulled right over. 'Cause he's like 3-4 laps down, and he still wants to race like a total and complete jackass. So I'll let him do that. But unfortunately, like I said, I can't really not go at this point. At some point, you just have to race and see where the chips fall. Otherwise, you're just out here running laps. We're just going to turn that weight jacker down now, because as we get in the slipstream, we're going to carry more speed. It'll make the car looser on its own. Tires will wear down, because, again, I fully expect us to have a longer green run here. So tires will also wear from that. So you're just trying to settle in here. As you can see, they're really just grouped up ahead of us, which is what you expect at this track, because ultimately the slipstream pulls you back in.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Closed, pit road is closed.
Okay, I don't understand these guys who lock up the minute they see a wreck. Like, you just coast.
Well, the people just are not learning the lesson.
It's all right, though. We'll go in
16 is my,
Catch up, 15 car.
and get some fresh rubber here.
16, come on.
Pit road's open.
And even though it was only a few laps, I take every chance I can towards the end to get fresh tires.
Yeah.
Is our front okay when you go in?
Yeah, you need to go in. Your front wing is torn off one side of it.
Copy that.
Well, this will be my only race here this week. This is not fun to me.
So this has been the most caution-filled race I've ran this week. So that's been the thing. Usually cautions take out more cars, in which case you get not too many issues. I really hate that there's an encoding issue going on while I'm parked. It's really kind of aggravating that they haven't figured out. Again, like I said, Comcast drives me nuts with my upload speeds. That's the only thing I can think of at this point that's causing the problem. And again, I'm going to let Barrett go in front of me because
Line up, single file. Past the 21 car.
he's going to just fly through again, cause another accident.
The race going, I think we can get to the morning time.
Catch up, 7 car.
And I'm going to guess he's going to have to line up at the end of the longest line because he pitted before he was supposed to. Because he's a lap down, so he's supposed to wait an additional lap from the lapped cars. Because IndyCar does do that still. Where the lap cars get one start. Lap down cars have to wait. And I get it. He's still racing for positions against people wrecking out. But it shouldn't be the benefit of him wrecking them out. I'm sorry. That just is infuriating to me when you allow somebody to do that. And again, if this is your first time tuning in, first off, I apologize for the upload problems and the overall choppiness of the stream. Like I said, I'm going to have to call Comcast tomorrow and absolutely complain about the abysmal upload speeds I'm getting. And then I'm also upgrading the processor and RAM tomorrow. So hopefully that'll
Be a car get a wave around.
make sure I don't bottleneck. However, make sure you still hit the follow button. If you're watching this later on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching this later on Facebook, hit the follow button. Appreciate all your support. Thanks for tuning in. Have any questions, shoot them to me in the chat. Love to talk sports. I'll answer any questions you got. In the meantime, I'll keep running my Connor Daily Indy 500 paint scheme right here, Las Vegas. Probably run it a couple more times this week on the stream. And depending on when we get finished, I'll see what other races available to try and give me a chance to run one more time. I hate when you get some of these cars that dive in late to go.
Can we get the rest of the race without a yellow now?
That's going to depend on some of the cars that aren't.
Catch up, 7, car.
I hope we can get 30 green flag laps. That would be nice. But at this point, again, I'm not going to even mess with the weight jacker. I don't feel a need to.
I really kind of doubt.
Catch up, 7, car.
Them top 4 cars get to fighting for position up there, and something just always goes wrong. Because I've been there too many times.
Catch up, 7, car.
They forget that there's so much of the race left, and like they can easily get back into that position in the last 10 laps. That's what I don't understand it.
I still have faith in one more caution after this because, again, Barrett Coffee behind me is going to keep driving like a jackass just so he can, I don't know, try to fictionally make up 3 laps and get back in this race. It's just not going to happen. So he just needs to settle in, run his laps, count on cars wrecking out instead of wrecking them out. No, hopefully maybe the next time it just takes them out and it's not me involved because that drives me insane when I've been running a good race and it still doesn't work. Again, I apologize for the overall choppiness of the video. It's really infuriating to me that's doing that. It hasn't been doing it for a while, but again, Comcast went through and obviously changed my internet. My upload speeds have dipped way down, and I got to find out why, because it's just unacceptable to me that I spend the amount of money I do, have 200 megabytes per second down, and then can end up with 4 or 5 up. Like, that's just not kosher, to say the least. Not acceptable, however you want to look at it. Oops. Fell asleep a little bit there.
About to go green, stay focused.
Kind of at this point, I kind of hope Barrett Coffee doesn't catch up, but nope, he's coming flying, and he's going to hope to time it again.
The pace car is off, be ready. Green, green, green.
Though I think this time we caught him to where he couldn't jump, so. Hopefully these guys in front of me stay a little side by side so it'll let me catch their slipstream. Hopefully. We shall see. They are at the moment, so that's a good sign. Again, I got 2 lap cars coming up behind me, and they're both going to drive like jag-offs.
Outside. Clear outside if you want it.
It's bad when you have to pull over and let a lap down car go because you know he's just going to drive like an absolute and total jag off and ruin. Just isn't good.
So am I allowed to pass on the outside of on the restart?
Yes, you are.
Copy that.
So now we've caught up with this cluster, but they've clustered up instead of filing down and speeding up. So we're just going to ease off a little bit, and hopefully they'll groove up. But instead, they're too focused on making one little pass because they got a good run instead of just easing in and catching the pack in front of them. That is the thing I found out last night. A lot of guys cannot manage their runs. Well, Barrett Coffee's gone, so that's a plus side. Won't have to worry about him trying to time and jump restarts anytime.
The next car's the leader.
Just one person.
The leader's pitting now.
One person off the track, and so that doesn't even do anything. That's the one nice thing is that if you're off the main race course, they won't throw a caution. Downside is, of course, that slowed up some of my momentum. Again, the car that worries me the most right now in this scenario is the lap down car, because I don't feel like he's... I mean, he has settled down and settled in to watch these two guys run side by side.
I'll give you the road side this time. I think you're a little faster.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
This one, I'm just kind of waiting for the mistake from one of these two to bring out a caution. Because as long as they're just doing this, we're never going to catch the pack in front of us.
Bro, this number 2 will not stop fighting. He's a lap down, too. I ain't complaining.
It'd be nice if he'd line up so we could catch up to the cars.
The next car's the leader. The leader's pitting now.
We lose the leader, guys.
You're in fifth.
You got the whole track here too, Jay. I'm just gonna ride.
Take the inside. Take the inside 15.
10-4.
Come on!
Oh, fuel.
Slow car down low, go high. The yellow flag is out. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catch star 20. Car.
That was chicken shit. Hey, number 2, that was some good racing. I don't care that you were a lap down, but we were going at it. That was some great racing. Good for you, buddy.
Pit road's open.
Oh, come on.
Catch star 20. Car. Half star 15. Car. Looks like your car is
You
toast.
hit me
You'll
or
need a
someone
tow back
else?
to pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
No, as we were coming up to pit road, the cars in front of me slowed down. I wasn't paying attention, so I locked up my brakes and hit the inside wall. And the cars behind me caught up to me. I think my race is done.
Catch star 20. Car.
Alright, number 3, it's just you and me. I think.
Fuck. See, this I was trying to take care of my fuel because you don't need fuel at this point. But now I'm going to tell you it doesn't matter. I got that front end all bent up. I'm done for the day. There's 0.0% chance I get to finish this race. It's going to tell me I have too much damage. There we go. So thanks for tuning in. I was a absolute stooge right there. I got to stop playing with my gears stuff while I'm doing it. Absolutely nobody to blame for myself. I was absolutely in position to get that win, and I messed up. I messed it up. Nobody else. You know, I'm going to exit here. I'm going to watch the replay just to see what happened in front of me. But
So you think it'll be between the 3 and the 7?
see what happened here.
What?
You think it'll be between the 3 and 7 to win this?
So, no, he wasn't paying attention. Really is what happened. He slowed way too far up.
Y'all didn't even go get tires, did you?
I mean, if he wants to go get tires, I'm going tires with him.
So, thanks for tuning in. Going to see what I have here next. I'm going to lose some
I
iRating.
think we're on the same
And
tires.
so at 10 laps, I will still finish like 9th or 8th, depending on where Oliva is. I won't lose. I'll actually gain some safety rating. I'll gain some iRating out of this. But again, I was in this group. I was running for the win. I was going to get fresh tires. I was going to have a chance. I should have just taken the gas and been paying attention to the dum-dums on the track. I really don't want to blame Mr. Joel Smith, but he was definitely asleep at the wheel as well. And I should have ran another lap or two around before I pitted just to get me another lap or two. But Mr. Jackson there running a good race. I don't mind falling behind him. I just kind of hope Oliva's out so I don't lose that spot either. I hate to do it to myself.
All right, 15.
10-4.
I know you said you hit the inside wall a little bit.
No, that wasn't me.
Well, that was somebody else. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was the 6 car, and I'm all done.
Yeah, I think that was the other guy that was hanging back with us.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just watching the replay. The car in front of me kind of lost touch with the pack a little bit coming to pit road. I wasn't paying enough attention as I was headed to pit road, and when I locked it up, just right into the wall. What are you going to do? Hopefully they have a good race to the end, and I will finish in 8th, so Eric Oliva's out as well. I just hate it.
6-lap shootout, gentlemen.
Hopefully they have a
Wow.
hopefully they have a fun finish here.
Better be on your toes, number 3. I'm going to be up all over your ass.
6 cars for 6 laps.
Yeah, but he's got a secret you don't know about.
After the 3rd time jump starting my car, I finally realized my battery was dying. So I stopped by O'Reilly to have it checked. They tested.
Oh, at least there's a little evidence.
It was bad.
All right, well, we're going to check out of this one. And there's 9:25, so we're just going to go ahead and withdraw at this point. No reason to hang out. See what kind of 9:30 races we can get into. Be fixed. That's on the hour, and I want to race Wilkesboro in that car anyways. Trucks just missed them. Cup cars are, I don't have Phoenix anyways, and I ain't buying it. Street stocks. Where's the street stocks at this week? I haven't had street stocks in a long time. They're at Concord, which apparently I have, but the race doesn't start till 11. 11. So I literally just missed the start of that. At 9. It's kind of the one downside. When is a dollar a dash at this week? It's at Pocono, but that's not till 10. I have Pickup Cup. That might be my 9:30. That is, and that's Daytona, so we are going to log in and race that real quick. So thanks for hanging with me. If you've been here the whole time, or even if you popped in and popped out, thanks for checking out Big Fat Stooge Entertainment. I am the Big Fat Stooge, Jason Badicki. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JASONBANICKI. You can follow me on Facebook, Gaming, and YouTube at BFS Entertainment. If you're already here, just hit the follow button. And if you got any questions about sports, iRacing, throw them in the chat. Any freezing cold takes like myself, throw them up there. I love to talk sports all the time. And I think we'll run this, and then we will call it a day on the stream at least. And then I'm off work tomorrow, so maybe I'll throw on some Madden. No, I already said I was going to retire Madden until 21 came out. So we'll throw up some of my NBA 2K career that I just started and got drafted to, I believe it was the Dallas Mavericks with my Dennis Rodman type player, but I don't remember for sure if that's where I got drafted. So we'll have to check tomorrow. It's been a little while since I played, and we'll play that. Like I said, also have some new memory to put in and a new processor to put in the system tomorrow. So hopefully that processor comes early, although usually Amazon doesn't get here till late. And give me a chance to see if that fixes my PS3 modulator issue. And then if that does, we'll also be able ready to rock and roll with some NCAA 2014. If it doesn't, I may still rock and roll with some 2014 and just turn on music instead of the game sound audio and go with that. But anyways, we're going to run. So I guess today that'll make Cup Cars at Daytona, Indy Cars at Vegas, where I wrecked myself out from any chance of winning. And now we'll run trucks real quick. So far, 0 for 2, wrecked myself right in both races when I had a chance to win both. IndyCar one hurts more just because I was tiddling around with the keyboard instead of paying attention to the guy in front of me driving like a moron. Moron. I don't understand why people can't just coast while we're under caution. I don't see any reason to mess with that. So we have a couple of minutes before it'll switch over to race. Let's just... Definitely helps if you put it in gear. Now we are running a Days of Thunder early cold trickle City Chevrolet inspired paint scheme in the truck. We'll see how that works out for us. Nothing's worked out well today. But what are you going to do? At this point, just settle in. Going to run one more race, check it out. And again, this is old Daytona. I don't know why they continue to insist on using Legacy Daytona before the repave, where it's bumpy and choppy and a little less fun to drive. Guess it helps if you throw it in fourth gear, doesn't it?
Slow car down low, go high.
Somebody's going to get black flagged for an unsafe exit from pit road there. Got to wait till the backstretch to blend in. That's all right, though. It did give me a chance to catch Barney Sigmund here in front of me.
Shit, my bad.
See, this is what happens when you try to draft people. Sometimes you end up in the wall. That's all right. That's the end of the practice laps anyways. So we're going to switch over here in a second. And again, the pickup cup is similar to the carburetor cup, which is similar to the Dallara Crash Dash, where it's no safety rating, no I rating at stake. So kind of wreckers or checkers is my mentality. I know there's some other people who like to just get good finishes. I don't intentionally wreck anybody. Let's be crystal clear with that. But I'm also not going to sit here and try and run fifth, just like you saw earlier. And I'm more than willing to wreck if that's what it's going to take to have a chance to win. Not going to just sit back, follow the line, stay in line, go. You know, it's not worth it to me. Why race these no safety rating, no I rating on tracks that you're never going to race in a regular series if you're just going to try and finish the finish? So let me check out my Facebook and Twitter real quick while we're ready to go. See what we got going real quick on Facebook. Yes, I'm an old who uses Facebook. So not only am I a big fat stooge, I'm an old big fat stooge.
Amazing.
All right, so we're about ready to go qualifying. Sorry I didn't throw on the be right back screen, which is what I should have done while I was doing that. But you know what? You're going to have those moments, right? Everybody's got to learn their first 100 Twitch streams or so. And I can see I'm dropping frames like crazy again. So let me check and see. Yeah, so hopefully it's not too bad. Again, like I said, I definitely got to call
Another one can't actually get through pit lane. Amazing.
Xfinity tomorrow and hopefully figure out why my upload speeds are so low.
Oh, you hit the wall.
And then between a new processor, new RAM, hopefully that fixes a lot of these performance issues that I'm experiencing. And we can have even more fun streaming this again. I don't expect the processor to come later in the day, so we may not experience that upgrade till the end of the week. Really bad. You build a computer in April, and you already want to upgrade it. But key was then I was just using my stimulus money to get me this iRacing setup, which was about altogether by the time I put everything together, monitor, keyboard, wheels, everything, about $1,200. And then the webcam I bought later. So that was a separate expense. But we've had such a good year at work, made a lot of extra money, had some extra bonuses, things that I've decided, you know what, I've put some extra cash in savings, but I still want to use this kind of one-time windfall to both pay down some extra bills and also just give me some upgrades I wouldn't have otherwise done for an entry-level PC. In the meantime, though, I will wait about another 45 seconds and go qualify. Give myself a break from the headphones for just a second. Throw them on the top of my head, because my ears are hurting. So hopefully that's not too bad. Hate when I can't hear myself. You know, the audio in the headphones. I've done some podcasts in the past. Definitely going to be creating a new one or two here pretty shortly. That will be part of the BFS Entertainment family. Probably will live stream at least the solo version here on Twitch. The other one where I want to do it with some people. May have to find another means of doing that, although we will see, because if I end up doing them over Zoom, maybe I can import that into OBS as well, and then we can just go with that. On the other hand, it's time to qualify. Let's see what that looks like for everybody here. Just brake bias, we're not going to mess with that. All right, so no official laps are in yet. 90 seconds in, which is no surprise. Each lap is about 50 seconds or so around here. But the nice part is usually as I'm finishing my warm-up lap and getting around, usually that's as the first lap start to post. And then as I get through my first lap, second laps are posting. So I have an idea of where I need to be. Again, my biggest goal is just to end up somewhere mid-pack, so I have a chance to win. If you're at the back of the pack, you just never have that chance. Whereas if you start at the middle or the front, I almost never make the pole speed. Little like Dale Earnhardt that way. I just don't put enough focus on qualifying to get super fast qualifying laps. I figure if I start somewhere where I have a chance to win, that's all you need. And again, you're going to need a whole lot of luck in this series anyways, because there are going to be wrecks the first couple laps no matter what you do, no matter what everybody says.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
So the goal here, of course, is going to be to hold it down to the yellow as much as possible. Make the track as short as possible without hitting the apron, because that'll scrub speed. And again, before the repave, this place was pretty bumpy, so it's going to kick you up off of it some. But we held it pretty good there. Holding the line down the front stretch. 52.7s is seeming to be 52.8s. And again, those are first lap speeds. You usually pick up a little time on lap 2. But we'll see if we're even in that ballpark. So we got a little high there. That definitely will cost us a few tenths. Or a few hundredths, sorry, not tenths. So we were 52.93, way off the pace. See what we can do this time. Little bobble there coming off the corner, but again, still held up pretty tight. 3 and 4 is where we're going to have to do the most of our work here, and I hope that it stays pretty good. Got a little off the line there. Much tighter that time. And then we're going to come down to the apron. get us across the start finish line, get us a little shorter track. Extra still 52.891. So it puts us 16th out of 23 who qualified. We're just going to coast our way to the back stretch where we'll stop. Down to 17th, which I like. David Peterson, who I've raced against before. Race is a pretty good race. He'll be on the outside of me. Again, we're at 23 qualified. And qualifying is over. Oh, and we're the unlucky over 7. So not what I like there. But we're going to go live here, get the race flowing. Most people ain't made it to the grid yet. And as you can tell, I'm getting a little fidgety. This chair, well, very good for my back, not the most comfortable thing to sit in. So we're going to settle in here, run this one last race, and then take a break. Although, depending on the timing, not too far off from the 10:15 Las Vegas IndyCar race. But again, I'm going to have to take a break, get off of this seat for a little bit. Maybe even just play some PS4. I've neglected that thing lately. Basically, since April, since I've got this, I've played very, very little of my PS4. And maybe at some point I'll get a capture card and stream that as well. But for right now, we're just going to stick with this. Or maybe even just use my headset microphone on that and stream straight from there with no video to Twitch. I guess I could always do that. That is always an option with the PS4. And I did notice that when I was doing it before, when I used just the headset mic, the audio wasn't atrocious on it. So I guess that's an option too if I want to do a UFC career or something like that. But for now, we'll wait till UFC 4 comes out for that and make that decision. The thing I like about what sounds really cool about UFC 4 is that there is going to be a really cool, we don't have to be rushed through the minors setup. So if you want to be a guy like me who wants to wait longer in the minors and fight more fights there and get your training and skill levels up before you jump to the big show, you can do that. Of course, then the downside is you get to be a little bit older. You've taken more damage. So it'll be interesting to navigate that aspect of it. Whereas in the current version, basically you can navigate, 3 fights and be up in the pros. 2 fights, 3 fights, some relatively quick, and it shouldn't happen. Somebody wants to blow their engine early. I can hear that already.
One to go. Next time by. Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed right now.
So this is 10 laps, no cautions. So this should be real fun. We'll see what we can do here, see how this goes. Again, the key is going to be missing the big wreck on lap 1. If we're going to have any chance to do anything here, you got to just get lucky and get through that.
14 car. About to go green. Stay focused. Catch start 14 car. Green flag, green flag. Got 10 laps to go. Car outside.
Oh, I almost forgot to shift there.
Outside clear. Car inside. You're up top, 3 wide.
And we're done in a lap. Sparks flying on our roof. And we land on our wheels.
Come on, dude. Dang. What happened there? Jeremy everything. Didn't get left.
Inside.
You guys are the biggest pod.
Clear inside.
That's what I get for not getting a better restart, I guess.
Car outside. Clear
I was
high.
a little messed up there, 7.
Yes, that's first lap.
First turn.
Yeah, the 60 killed us.
It's big dick energy.
Didn't see what happened in front of me. It was just a roadblock when I got there.
So, rode the roof, flipped over, got somehow able to drive away. Get in here, get our quick repair, get some fresh tires, get some gas, get back out here, see what kind of damage we can do while we hang on. There are plenty of other cars in this mess with us, or in the next 2 messes, and there will be more over the last 9 laps. Last 8 laps, I guess, now, because, again, we're down a lap.
Hang out, go high.
Thank you, gentlemen, who just came out of the pit. Very kind of you.
Hopefully at least some of us can group up and have a little fun racing here for position at the end. We shall see, though. Right now, we're pretty spread out.
Keep digging. Slow car down low.
All right, well, the car behind me caught me pretty quick, so... So hopefully you'll want to settle in draft. We can catch down these 2 cars in front of trucks in front of us. And then hopefully they'll want to settle in a draft. We can catch some cars in front of them.
Outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear high.
But instead he seems intent on winning 1 position instead of having any desire to go up and get more positions. Typical pickup cup, Dallara Dash, carburetor cup type driver. Has no interest in getting up front. Or at least getting back into a group in racing. It's about being the one person in front of the car in front of them. That is it. And again, if the white flag was out, then all bets are off. But
5 laps to go.
It's actually 4 laps to go. As the one thing I hate, that your pit crew or your crew chief, spotter, whoever it is that's built into here, doesn't account for the lap you lost. Just goes by default what this game's telling you. I'm on lap 6 out of 10, not comprehending that I've lost a lap. This dude would stop squirming. I could give him a little bump and we'd get farther faster, but he doesn't want to. He wants to shimmy and shake all over a fairly smooth backstretch.
I'm going to stay high, leader.
Thank you.
Car outside. Keep low. Outside, clear. You've got 2 laps to go.
But now, yeah, with 2 laps to go, then they get it right. So I've never understood.
Outside. Stay low. Outside, clear.
10, you're off.
What were you doing, 19?
I think that's below the yellow. Just saying.
Oh my god. And it was the person that kicked it out of the pit box.
White flag. Stay smooth.
Shit, 9. Sorry about that.
Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
And that's how you use a slow car to give you a little extra draft to get you away from a jackass behind you. So he doesn't wreck you coming to the checkered finish line. Now, granted, still a miserable finish. Not at all what we were looking for. But just wanted to get past, not let that dude back past me.
We'll get him next time.
Always like to wreck at the end of these because why not? It'll make for a great video here. And then I'm going to see what happened. Go back to the first lap and see what idiot caused that wreck because that was just abysmal driving. I didn't catch him too bad. But that wasn't that fun a one. But so again, if I would have got out of the gearbox better, I probably wasn't in this mess in the first place. So I'm not saying I'm totally blameless here because I did not get in the gearbox, and I sure didn't push coming into this corner as hard as I could have because I let this Napa truck hold me up some, and that's part of what caused me the problem. So I survived the first bit, which is this guy sliding here, but that too just had no spatial awareness whatsoever. Absolutely none. Now I'm on my roof, and then I flip all the way home. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to BFS Entertainment. I am the Big Fat Stooge of Big Fat Stooge Entertainment. Appreciate you checking me out. Again, like us on Facebook Gaming, BFS Gaming, or BFS Entertainment. We're on YouTube, BFS Entertainment. I will be posting all these videos there, usually later in the night. Also, I'm going to start doing some reaction videos called BFS Reacts. We're going to post those there. If I start podcasting again, video versions will probably come here on Twitch of the solos. Anything else will go on YouTube, and then the solos will go on YouTube as well, unless I find a way to import Zoom in here. Then we'll do some crazy stuff. But again, if you're first time check out the channel, give us a follow, and thanks for checking us out.